What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the garage. Today we've got some new Harbor Freight coupons. They actually released yesterday, September 5th. They're good until September 18th, so about 2 weeks. And I'm going to be honest, it's a little bit of a snooze fest. There's not much interesting going on here. With that being said, let's jump into it. Here you can see coupons September 5th through Sunday, September 18th. And up here you've got a Yukon box, 30 bucks off that. Generator, 40 bucks off. Not a bad generator. In this ad, you've got a couple jacks. You've got this 3-ton Pittsburgh for 124, and in a little bit here we'll see the Daytona. The Pittsburgh tool set, mechanics tool set's $179.99 from $219.99, so that's not a horrible deal if you're looking for a tool kit like that. These batteries are junk, just in case anyone's wondering. I made the mistake of buying a pack once and they do not last. Always find myself, get into bed and then the remote doesn't work. Got to get up and get some more. So one of the interesting things in this ad is the Bauer 20-volt cordless drill kit is $49.99 from $69.99. So that's battery, charger, and carrying case with that. And then down here we've got the impact driver for $54.99. Same deal, battery, charger, and carrying case. So if you're looking to get into the Bauer line, that would be a good time to start that, because you're going to get both tools, 2 batteries, and the carrying cases and chargers for about 105 bucks. That's not a bad deal on those, and they've got pretty good reviews. You've got the Hercules 12-inch sliding miter saw for $359 from $399, so not a horrible deal there. You can get yourself some savings, and same thing, I've seen some pretty decent stuff about that saw. If you're in the Hercules line or you're looking to get into that line, right now the 20-volt half-inch ultra torque impact wrench is $179.99 down from $229. And then over here you've got the high torque for $159 from $199. So either of those would be good options to add to your Hercules lineup. So here we've got the Bauer 8 amp 4.5-inch trigger grip grinder. It's only $5 off, but if it's something you're looking for, you might as well grab the savings on it. I don't particularly like the trigger grip grinders because that requires you to use both hands when you're using it. The trigger grip is back here on the end on this black part, so you got to hold it way back at the end, and then you've still got to support the front with your other hand, so you can't really use them one-handed. I'll put a link to the grinder I use in the video below, and there's also a card up here for a video I did on grinders. You can check that out. And here is the Daytona Jack I was talking about earlier. It's a 2-ton aluminum jack, $189 from $209. The aluminum jacks are nice. They're a lot lighter and a lot easier to move around, and they tend to be a little bit lower profile for getting under cars that are a little bit closer to the ground. This 8-horse Predator engine is on sale for about 40 bucks off, but I don't think that's the sweet spot in the Predator lineup. So at Harbor Freight, the sweet spot's going to be that 6.5 horse for about $160 regular price. On sale you can find it closer to 100 bucks, 120. And then you've got the 420cc 13 horse that is, normally in the $400 range, and you can get it for as low as about 400 bucks if you can wait. I think right now it's actually $400 as well. Those are like the sweet spots in the line. So if you're making something or need to replace an engine, you really should sit down and think about whether you really need that 8 horsepower, because you're going to be paying over, 150 bucks to get that extra 1.5 horsepower, and is it really worth it? And then you're only going to be about $80 to $90 away from that 13 horsepower engine. So if you've got the room and can fit that, you might as well go for that and get the extra 5 horsepower. So just keep that in mind. If you need an 8 horsepower, now's the time. Here's the Bauer 15 amp 7-inch grinder. Now that's not a bad deal, and the end of this thing pivots 180 degrees. So you can turn this head and use it in different orientations. Not a bad deal there if you're looking for a big grinder. If you're in the Hercules line, the 2 amp batteries are $19.99, so $5 off each one of those would be a good time to stock up, especially since, as we've seen, the coupons tend to exclude a lot of these tools now and batteries and things like that by name instead of category. So if you're in that line and want to stock up on some batteries, now would be a good time to do that. Then here you've also got the 4 amp hour Hercules battery for $5 off. So $29.99 on those. Once again, good time to stock up on those if that's a line that you are in or planning on getting into. Steel sawhorse is not a great deal, $5 off each. But once again, it's under the Bauer line, so you can't always use those 20% off coupons on them. So keep that in mind when you guys are looking at these deals. That's really about the only things that are interesting. Then you do have the Bauer 20 volt or 120 volt dual power cordless transfer pump. So if you're looking for a transfer pump that's portable, this is a good option, and it is $10 off right now. So with all that being said, this ad wasn't a showstopper by any means. There are a couple decent deals in there if it's something you're looking for. But what I want you guys to do is keep in mind that the coupons we saw on Labor Day excluded Hercules, they excluded Bauer, they excluded Central Machinery, they excluded the entire welding category. So when you're looking at these coupons, it's important to remember that you may not be able to use that 20 or 25% off coupon on some of these items. So take that into account when you're deciding whether it's a good deal or not, or something you want to purchase at that price. And also keep in mind that as Harbor Freight's been coming out with new things, they've been putting them under a lot of these lines, like the sawhorses that are Bauer branded. And a lot of the consumables are now branded under Bauer and Hercules, which excludes them from those coupons. So just take that into account when you're looking over these ads, and remember that you may not be able to use that 20 or 25% off coupon when they have those on the items you're looking for. So it's important to check these coupons out and see if you can get a deal that way. As always, we will do this again, and we'll see you next time.